Imagine holding the most powerful computer in the world in the palm of one hand. No, I'm not talking about your iPhone, and I'm definitely not talking about those massive, clunky 13-inch tablets that try so hard to be laptops. I'm talking about a ghost. A device that Apple fans have been whispering about in the shadows of Cupertino for months. The iPad Mini M5. Gen 8. The impossible tablet. You've probably heard the rumors. You've seen the leaked CAD renders. But most people are missing the bigger picture. They think this is just another spec bump. They think it's just a faster chip and maybe a new color. They couldn't be more wrong. This isn't just an update. It is a fundamental shift in how Apple views portable computing. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly why this M5 Mini is going to make you want to throw your iPad Pro in the trash. We are entering a new era. An era where small no longer means weak. For years, if you wanted the best silicon, the best screen, and the best features, you had to carry a slab of glass the size of a dinner plate. But the M5 chip changes the physics of what's possible. We are talking about desktop-class performance in a chassis that fits in your jacket pocket. But there's a catch. There's always a catch with Apple. Tim Cook and his team are walking a very thin line with this release. If they make the Mini too good, nobody buys the Air. If they make it too powerful, the 11-inch Pro becomes irrelevant. So, why are they doing it? Why now? To understand the M5 Mini, you have to understand the war happening behind the scenes at Apple Park. Let's talk about that M5 chip for a second. If you're a power user, your ears probably just perked up. We've seen what the M4 did with Tandem OLED. It was a miracle of engineering. But the M5? The M5 is built on a refined 2-nanometer process. It's more efficient, it's cooler, and it handles AI tasks like it's breathing. In the iPad Mini, thermal management has always been the enemy. You have a tiny body and a massive brain. In previous years, Apple had to downclock the chips. They had to nerf the power so the device wouldn't melt in your hands. But with the M5, the efficiency-to-power ratio has hit a Goldilocks zone. Imagine editing an 8K ProRes video while sitting in an Uber. Imagine running complex 3D renders or playing AAA console games like Death Stranding or Resident Evil with 0 frame drops, all on a screen you can hold with one hand while drinking your morning coffee. This is the dream of the ultra-portable executive. It's the dream of the digital nomad. And for the first time, the hardware isn't just keeping up, it's leading the way. But let's address the elephant in the room, the display. For years, the iPad Mini community has been vocal, borderline aggressive, about one thing. Promotion. 120 Hz. We've been stuck at 60 Hz since the beginning of time. Every time a new Mini drops, we hold our breath, hoping for that buttery smooth scrolling, only to be met with jelly scrolling and standard refresh rates. But the M5 generation marks a turning point. With the integration of Apple Intelligence across the entire lineup, 60 Hz isn't just an eyesore anymore. It's a bottleneck for the fluid animations required by the new AI-driven iPad OS. The M5 Mini is rumored to finally bridge that gap. Whether it's a LTPO panel or a specialized high